think the story itself has some plot holes. Why would they take an ex-scientist who's off NASA on that important mission?
But okay, so he was not an ex-scientist. He was a pilot, and he crashed, and he didn't want to do it anymore, so he was called to be a farmer. So he's trying to build a future for his family. This phenomenon happened where he's got coordinates to NASA, and then he was recruited.
The first part is when they finally get to NASA, he covers Murph's ears, and he's like, don't listen, because he doesn't know if they're going to be killed. Like, he has no idea what's going on, why they were captured. But it was talked about that after the space shuttle that NASA was done. You see the idea of like Murph talking about like the moon landing being real, and then the school teacher talking with Cooper and saying, we don't think that's important things to know because farming is what's keeping the world going. And so the idea of like science and engineering is now a waste. And so him still being one of those rare people that actually cares about science, finding out there's a science mission, having a relation, like having done something with them where they know who he is.
And food's so important, Murph's willing to burn some corn to get into that room.
What? So that's where there's the two splits, right? So you have the teacher who is indoctrinating the kids to think that like food and staying on Earth is all that matters. And then you have the scientists who are working behind the scenes trying to save everybody, knowing that Earth is not, there's no chance on Earth anymore. And you're always going to have the stubborn people that don't want to leave and survive. But sometimes you have to have the people who make the hard choices to force them to come. Otherwise, they're getting left behind.